All right, hey there guys, it's Mitch. We are back. The hour is late, so let's get moving here. I don't have a lot of time to finish this. I'm recording this now on Monday of the patch day, so we're gonna try to get it all done today. All right, so what are we doing over there? I'm not even really sure. I know I skipped that quest. Let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and fly. This zone not particularly engaging, I will say, but it's been it's been solid. It's been less it's been slightly more fun than I expected it to be, but still really only propped up by the fact that we're playing Enhance. I don't have much interest in the zone, honestly. And I will say that ultimately the actual, let's rebuff here. The actual orc feel has not existed. Like, there's not really... There's just not really any orc content. Everything is horde. Which is kind of weird because I don't feel like it's that way for human and stuff on Alliance. Alright, one last upgrade. Well, maybe we'll get more than one, but... Small upgrade. But yeah, it doesn't really feel that way for Alliance at all. Alliance is a lot more like expected. You're gonna spend a lot of time with like human themes too, you know, when you're in the human zones. All right, well, let's go do these quests. I don't know if they give rep. We're done. I'm not gonna be like reading any quests or anything at this point. I did test out the that AI program thing to help edit the videos. I definitely don't think it's right for... Is that... No, I don't think. We just fight this guy, right? Anyway, I don't think it's right for the leveling challenges. But it's good for videos where I'm just talking. The thing, if you guys didn't notice, and you did watch the last episode, you didn't notice this. It was constantly editing in the music, especially in that one area. It was like... I think it's what plays in Warsong Gulch when you're in Warsong Gulch. It's like very dramatic, like PvP sounding music. It was in that, it was like a barracks or something. I don't even know. It was like a great hall, I guess. That's what that is. In the lumber, it's like that area right there. We're in some kind of like great hall, and it was really loud. The music was like boom, ba boom, boom, like really heavy beats at times, and it would always add in that like upbeat on that song. Which makes a lot more work if you want to edit that perfectly, because otherwise, not really sure, kind of pointless if you're gonna leave that in. I feel like that's kind of defeating the whole purpose of doing it. Sai recommended that I can just use a digital audio cable, or I don't even know what that is. If it's not him, somebody has been recommending that to me since like 2012, basically. And I looked into it back then, and I just still have this aversion. There's this like really weird, like I have like this strange memory of things at the start of my career trying to become interested in YouTube. And one of them was when we tried to make a Minecraft server to do a Minecraft challenge map or whatever you'd call it. Log me in Hamachi. That was how we had to make the server. It was like the most frustrating thing. There's something like innately frustrating about tech that you're never really sure if it's working properly. I feel like that happens a lot, especially with like games and stuff, but most games have like dedicated servers, so you never have to worry about it. I don't know if is Minecraft still like that? I don't even know. Surely by now though, it must be like there must be a sufficient amount of tools to use that you don't have to go through like janky backroom type ways. We ended up just paying, like there was like a service that would make the server for you. This was basically just to allow us to connect to each other. It wasn't even really making a server, I don't think. I don't really remember, but I just remember it being a huge pain in the ass. To the point where I still feel like, wow, that program must suck. You know what I mean? Like I still have that memory of it. But the, man, these quests better give rep. This is a really bad quest. They probably don't. Anyway, Yeah, so that and then a couple of things like Adobe Premiere I had a lot of issues with when I first started. What else? Yeah, just that audio, that trying to split the audio, basically. That was something I could not figure out. Never really understood it, honestly. But basically, I guess that, like, you send the audio to a different thing and then it sends the audio to OBS. That's how it works, I guess. No thanks, these aren't really, I don't really want that for the use anyway. I don't think it's the right type of, yeah, there's editing that's good and editing that's mandatory, and then I think that editing is not mandatory, you know, like that's not one of the things that makes the, like I'm not editing anything out that I want to edit out, you know what I mean? So that editing would only be like, oh, that might make the video more interesting to watch. It did shorten it. Like, now, to be fair, I constantly paused and like made it so it was going to shorten it. Like, so I kind of artificially inflated the length of it. The length of the last episode was like 45 minutes shorter than the actual version that I had recorded. But it's not really like I said, probably only like maybe like 20 minutes shorter. There was a good amount of downtime though, like us traveling places, so that's always going to be cut out in that case. I don't know, I think it's a good video. Like, I like the way I could see myself making videos like that. There's people out there who do make content like that. I just don't think it's right for a while. People do that with like Pokemon and shit all the time, where they like play through an entire Pokemon game and it's like a 30-minute video. It's like, what? I never really understood that, like how that started. That's like when you're really fucking worried about watch time. Like, the only thing you give a fuck about is watch time. Like, I just don't really get it. Like, you know, you got me to click on your video, and the video is supposed to be you doing a Pokemon thing, and the entire thing is done in 30 minutes. It's like, well, what the fuck? I can't even imagine doing that as a YouTuber. That would just, like, kill me. I guess if you did it on, like, a live stream or something like that, that's not a bad idea, yeah. Just make like a hyper clip out of one live stream or something like that. But it's like, if I actually played through a whole game and then only got one 30-minute video out of that whole game, I'd be like, yeah, we got to find ways to repurpose some of this time. Just think about how much editing that would be. That's the thing about this program. It's like, I thought it would be better than it is. It's really cool for the idea of like priming the video, I guess is what you would say. Like, the video doesn't need to be edited more. Like, I cut out some things that were going to be bulk scale, and honestly those are valuable to cut out preemptively, because the way I use it on DaVinci Resolve, it's like kind of difficult to cut out a ton of stuff. Like a big, like if there was like a 2-minute block of silence, I'd have to scroll. Like, I zoom in pretty far on the timeline thing to see exactly where the silence starts, you know what I mean? I try to do like a pretty zealous crop on it. That's the other thing I didn't like about it though, is that it was very, it was not a very zealous crop on it. So I don't know if I could change that. I know there's a setting to make it so you can add more silence to the crop. I don't know why you would want to do that. Based on how it's cropping it, it's like, I don't know, there's already too much silence. But I think it's because I'm like intentionally trying to insert silence. Like, it's, I don't know if it's meant for that, to be honest. But I would say this, and then I would say this. And I like that because I think that's good. Like, I could, a lot of times when I was making videos, I would end up trying to like rush through them because I didn't want to do a ton of editing to it, you know what I mean? Like, and then it would just end up, like, you know, the whole haste makes waste thing. Like, you'd end up making more work for yourself because you end up saying the wrong words or something like that. Like, if I had a sentence that I needed to say, like, hey there guys, it's Metro, and today we are back with another leveling challenge, and in this leveling challenge we are going to hit the max level and start the heritage armor. Well, if that's what I wanted to say, and I messed it up, then I would have to say it again, you know what I mean? So then I'd have to cut it out. But if that's what I wanted to say, and I didn't want to edit it, I would have to make sure I got it perfect at the first go, you know? Whereas if I just said, hey there guys, it's Metro, In today's episode, we are back, and we are going to level to 60. And once we're level 60, we are going to finish the heritage armor. You know, like that's... It's not... I don't know. It's really not that... It's just like... It's slightly more work if you're editing it the old way, because then... I have to cut out those small pauses, but... If I use that software, then you presumably would be able to cut them out automatically. That's what I was hoping was going to happen, but it does, but it's like, it doesn't cut out a lot. Like, it's not very zealous, I think is the way you say it. So hopefully, I might look into it. I think there's a way, I know there's a way you can add more silence, but maybe if I put a negative number into that field, it'll remove silence. Like, it'll make it even more zealous. I don't know. Probably not, though, honestly. Alright, so we literally just did these quests like 2 weeks ago. Not really in a big rush to do them again. We did Ding 46 there as well, which is fine. I don't think that gave us any rep, though. We only need a little bit of rep, though, so... Yeah, I can't imagine this is giving any rep. If anything, maybe it's giving like earthen ring rep or something like that. Wait, how does this work again? You have to talk to him. No, I think yeah, don't press the 4 button. I did that last time. Went all the way up and then pressed the 4 button. The other abilities just can't be used yet until you get close, I think is the issue. One has a small cooldown, yeah. The other one's just got a small cooldown, so we use that on purpose, or on cooldown one. And then you put... Oh, I did it fucking again, dude. I just pressed it by accident. Like, I didn't mean to press the 4 key. I meant to press the 3 key, but my hand slipped and hit the 4 key. I need to not do that with my left hand. I've always used 1 through 3 on my left hand. And then 4 should be on my mouse. I don't know why I do that, but I do it. And it ends up doing that all the time, because then I try to hit 4 with my left hand. And it's just, I slip and end up, or I try to hit 3 with my left hand and end up hitting 4 all the time. 1 and 2 are really easy, but then my hand is like this, you know, so like this finger is kind of like flexed. So then I have to stretch to hit 3, and it's the keyboard is not like the exact angle that I think it's at, then I end up hitting the 4 key. I do it all the time, especially when I'm playing Holy Pally. Holy Pally was, I used to have 1, 2, and 3, like they were like bound, like they were heavily bound. So we're just going to go ahead and click this button then instead. Because that is a big time waste to press that by accident. Okay, press the right button. Here it comes. Is he doing it? I thought he was putting... Yeah, there it is. This type of questing, I think, is just awful, honestly. So yeah, BlizzCon. I made so much content on BlizzCon already that I didn't even really want to talk about it today, but we'll talk about it as it pertains to leveling challenges. Pretty much no announcements whatsoever for leveling challenges. If you guys didn't watch the video on the main channel about my concerns for after BlizzCon for WoW, I am pretty concerned. I think this whole account-wide thing is not for me. I really don't like it. And it's mostly because of leveling challenges, yeah. Like, I was thinking about it before. Like, I was excited about doing delves and stuff. It's like, oh, it'd be really fun to do delves on alts. Like, you could do them as, like, a leveling challenge type thing. Like, I always wanted to do with Torghast. But then I realized, like, wait a second. If everything's account-wide, the fucking delve is going to be, like, you know what I mean? Is it going to even be a challenge? Like, I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. It probably, it probably will still be a challenge, what I mean to say. But, yeah, I don't know. I just rather things would not be account-wide. Or make it optional, I think. That's all they need to do. Like, I'm fine with them doing it as long as it's optional. But I don't think it's going to be. We talked about it on that video. People were saying that they did say it was optional, but we watched that back, and it's like, no, I don't think that's what they're saying there. I think what they're saying there is that it's like putting them on the character screen is optional, because there's like this new visual to it. I think that's the optional part. But I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, we don't know anything about it. This is also probably the first time they've ever announced an expansion and not immediately done an opt-in for the alpha. I don't know if they just like forgot or if they're just that far away from being ready. I think they're really behind on this, honestly. Well, this is a lot of mobs. Kill these first, I guess. Keeper of the Grove. I'm looking forward to the hero talent, so that's the #1 thing I'm looking forward to. But sadly, that also will not be present for leveling challenges. A lot of the things that are great about the game nowadays, just you don't get any love at all at low level. Like dragon riding. Although dragon riding, yeah, now I think what I want to do next, I was thinking about doing it this expansion, but I will just wait now. So the one good thing for leveling challenges in the future is that confirmed dragonflight will be an option. Like you can do dragonflight. Now immediately makes me worried that they're gonna do it like Shadowlands was, where it's not like you can't do any zone you want. You have to go through the campaign, which I would not be surprised by if that is the case. And that would really be a damper on my plans. But let's assume that you can do it the way I want to do it, meaning that we can do as your span, especially like as the main thing. I want to do 1 through 10 through max in Dragonflight without dragon riding. That's the challenge I want to do. No, nothing else. Like that's the whole challenge. I want to give that a try. I think it'd be fun, especially as something that has like maybe like a hunter or a rogue or something like that has some stealth and some interest in ground combat. But yeah, that's been a challenge I wanted to do for a while now. So I was going to do it, but yeah, I think that's how we'll handle it. I think especially as your span and also Ruby, whatever the first zone's called, that zone would be really cool without dragon riding. The rest, though, I don't see being very interesting. So if we had to do the whole, I don't see that being very interesting. All right, we got male wrists. Okay. All right, so returning quest in. Just kind of trying to get through this and hopefully getting rep. You've slain the beast. I owe you a great debt. The beast terrorized many over the years, but its death holds special meaning to me. You see, recently my brother fell victim to their very claws. I shall sleep well now, knowing that he has been avenged. I think this is a character that was in the other hub back in the day. Not sure why they made that quest turned in here. But I know we got the water elemental quest here. Or did I already do those? I think I already did those, actually, yeah. That's the... Welcome to the jungle.
Yo, keep it real.
What other quests we got? Anything? Since we got that other chain done, I guess that's just one segment that we don't have right now. Furbolg ear. One has dropped every time so far, which is quite nice. Luckily, these mobs do not have that lashback damage that the other ones had. That was really bad. These are... The other ones were like... I don't even remember what the name of those mobs were, but they're a whole different type, I guess. Furbolg's heavy in this zone. $77 intellect reduced. Wow. Seems like a lot. Wonder how difficult it was technically to make all the spells scaled too. Because on the classic server that I have, it's like you could change the mob values pretty easily, but like spells are like a whole different beast. Like the spells the mobs use are like actual spells in the database, just like a regular paladin spell or something like that. So it would be like a spell made for this mob, made for that level. So if I somehow wanted that to increase or go down, it would be a lot. Because a lot of the times they use them for like dozens of different mobs. Like there's like a fireball spell that will cast, and that's on like 30 different mob types across 2, 4, 5 different zones or something like that, you know? So like if I wanted to, like if a rare in the area was using a spell, it's likely that that spell's being used by other mobs already in the game. So if I nerfed it for that rare, it wouldn't nerf it for everything else. Or it would nerf it for everything else, and then, you know, I'd be unintentionally nerfing the whole game. Not, yeah, it's a lot harder to do than I thought it would be. Okay, well, it is a transmog, so we put that on. Wasn't really an upgrade, though, I don't think, but... What did it look like? Agi is definitely going to be better. It's a big item level upgrade, but it's not worth losing the Agi for, I can't imagine. What we got, transmog? Another big announcement is they made, they're making every transmog type being acquired from just one character now. Which is kind of wild, to be honest. That's like the biggest nerf to collecting they've ever done, I think. Like, that's fucking insane, but yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I like that. Unfortunately, that means... Well, actually, I don't know what that means. I don't know how that's gonna work. You don't have to equip the gear to get the transmog anymore, I guess? It's probably gonna change the item into a cosmetic if you can't wear it, I guess? I don't know. That's actually... I didn't really think about it until right now. But if I can't equip the item, how do I get the transmog for it? It just has to drop once and that's it. You don't even have to equip it. So if it's a BOE, I wonder how it works if it's a BOE. I guess, yeah, well, we'll see, but... We're going to get a lot more transmog from these challenges. I kind of don't really want that. That's another thing I don't really want, to be honest. I would like it in raids, though, to be fair. Like, I like, if I'm farming Siege of Orgrimmar, it'd be nice to have all that collected on the different characters, because that's kind of silly that it's not like that. Especially in Legion raids where like so much of the gear is not even like it's like those relics or whatever they're called. Those are not even transmoggable, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay. So many times you do a Legion raid, you don't even get a single item that you could equip. Like you do the whole raid and you don't get a single item. Because you get relics and then cloth or leather or necks or rings or something, you know. BFA though, there's no necks, so that's the best place to farm. But yeah, anyway, I think that'll be cool for farming raid transmogs, but yeah, I'm not really excited about that for low level stuff because I really like... It feels cool when you get a transmog on a character, like getting all these mail items, you know. I'm just not really about the BOE shit, or the BOA shit, man. It's just not for me. I hope that you'll be able to turn it off, but I bet that won't be, that's not going to be something that you could turn off. Somebody said it best the other day that it's like a hit to RP. Like if you're a role player, you don't want to show up to the area and have like all the flight paths and stuff already done, you know what I mean? Or like reps like already done and shit. It's like, I don't know if there's places where the rep matters. Like, will there be a place where if I already have the rep done, it will change the questing experience? Probably not. But if it did, that would ruin it. That would really kill leveling challenges, honestly. Unfortunately, the thing I wanted the most, they didn't even, like, come close to announcing. What are we doing? Oh, I see this now. We like doing this in a really weird order. I said exactly where we quested the last week. or 2 weeks ago, whatever. But yeah, otherwise extremely excited for the actual expansions. Like, goddamn, they sound fucking awesome. I mean, honestly, I think the first one might be my least favorite based on what they've said. Just theme-wise. Like, holy shit, dude. Midnight, I cannot fucking wait. Dude, that sounds so fucking cool, dude. Especially because it's going to be set in Quell to Loss, which is, like, the #1 area where they need to revamp. Like, there's no area in the game worse than Eversong Woods and Quell to Loss, like, the whole thing. Isle of Quell to Loss and all that. No area worse than that. And, you know, a little, obviously, a little bit of reference to Arthas will soon, I'm sure will come, you know what I mean? May even tie back in the Jailer. Which I would love. I think a lot of, I don't know, man. I really like Shadowlands. We talked about that in that video, which was, I guess, a controversial opinion, but I really liked Shadowlands, the story. I think it was really good. I loved how they tied in Arthas and the domination shit. Like, I love that. That was awesome. I think, like, the common complaint is, like, I heard it even in that comment section that, like, the Jailer was not a compelling bad guy, which I obviously disagree with, but I can see where it's coming from, because I think, though, compared to the other, like, there was, like, the prime, what are they called? I don't even know. The people who are in charge of each subzone, those characters, the other 4 of them were way more badass. Like, if Denathrius was just like, you know what I mean? Like, think about the difference there, right? They're supposed to all be equal. Leather boots. They're supposed to be all equal. Oh, that's a big upgrade. But, yeah, the Jailer ends up being the least interesting of all of them. He's also the one with, like, the worst voice acting and the way he's described. And, like, yeah, it's just kind of lame. They did a bad job with making him feel amazing. But he's still a great character. I feel like still very interesting, and like I said, it doesn't even matter as long as Arthas is involved in some way. I'm in. And then the Dreadlord thing too, although I guess that's technically Denathrius. Still, you know, I think the Jailer orchestrated all that, right? So Zoval orchestrated all. I think calling him the Jailer does part of that. Like, it makes it make it a little worse. That's a really shitty name for a character, honestly. It doesn't sound like it's his actual name, which is not, obviously, but... Okay, our Sengo's still here. There was a third one. It's a cat. We missed that. That was up by... the, Rainwood Retreat or whatever it's called. Yeah, Rainwood Retreat, I think that's where it is. Hopefully our Sangos doesn't respawn like 30 times while we're here. Body's dead, so find that out together. Have we gained much rep? Yeah. All right. We'll look like have absolutely no problem finishing this because we still have 3 levels to get. So as long as all of these give rep, we're pretty much done. So it ended up working out. Little sloppy. This is the thing that, like, you know, this is part of the leveling challenge, so if this rep was just automatically exalted, like, what? That would be terrible. That would ruin so much of the leveling challenge. Didn't realize there was so many different things we were looting here. It was a serious deciding factor in the difficulty of the leveling challenge. The character itself was no real difficulty, so if the rep didn't come into play here, we pretty much would have just leveled the character. Like, that would have been the only thing that would have been worth even, like, talking about, was just getting the character to 60. That would have been it. A few people now have confirmed to me that you can do the Heritage Armors a second time, like the unlocks. I really do want to do a Tauren one. I just don't know when I'll have time, but yeah. Since we know now that, like, and we guess we, like, this expansion is not coming out anytime soon. Like, it's probably a full year away. Considering that, like I said, they didn't even have an announcement for the alpha. This makes me think that they're really far away from having anything ready. They really didn't have much even to, like, look at for the expansion. It didn't feel like they were even really ready to start talking about it. They just did it because it was BlizzCon and they had to. There was a time when I was like, are they not going to announce an expansion? Because the way Chris Metzen first talked about it, it sounded like... The way... Actually, I think it was really Holly who said it. She was like, there's more to come that will usher us into the next story. Like, if she wasn't ready to talk about that next story. You know, it's like, well, you don't need to say that. We know that, obviously. Like, it's not... We know that the expansion is not just going to come out tomorrow. I don't know why they wasted time saying all that. Because they did the same thing with BFA. BFA wasn't even... I don't even think... It's actually the exact same situation, I'm pretty sure. The N'Zoth raid wasn't even out yet. Actually, you know what? I don't know if it is. I think it might be more severe than that. I think, like, the N'Zoth raid wasn't even announced yet. I think we might have actually only been in Season 2 of BFA. I don't know. I don't really remember. I think you can go back and watch all the old BlizzCon announcements, but... Yeah, I'm, like, fairly sure that we didn't even know what the ending to BFA was, and they already announced Shadowlands. And I think that's what led to the massive expectation from N'Zoth beating us. I know I remember feeling that very strongly, like, alright, he's definitely going to win. It's very interesting that he didn't win. Like, I don't... Like, what's the point? Like, they're setting up Midnight. I don't know why that need... Like, I don't really get it. I guess they just wanted Xalatath to win instead, and N'Zoth's just, like, some shitty character they don't give a fuck about. I don't really get that part. They had the perfect segue to make this all happen, but I guess they needed Dragonflight to unfold first, huh? Yeah, I'm not really sure, because it seemed like the formula was there in BFA. But, like, Shadowlands, I guess, like, I don't really know why Shadowlands needed to happen, honestly. It doesn't feel like it has really anything to do with the expansions now, other than Zobal and manipulating Anduin, and that's kind of like a side thing. I don't really feel like that has anything to do with the actual plot. Like, Anduin's fucking cinematic was amazing. Like, that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen them do. But it wasn't really needed. Like, it wasn't really part of the... It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the actual overarching plot that the Titan is fucked up or something. Alright, where are we at? Like 2 more quests, it looks like. Hopefully, because I don't know how many quests we have left. Did we just finish the zone? Oh my god, we just finished the zone. Well, what is that quest? Was there another quest there? What a terrible ending to this zone. No, that was a flight path. What an absolutely awful ending to this zone. I'll tell you what. This is just not a good zone. It really feels like this is where we should have started. I don't know. I have no idea why we did not start here. Like, I'm not sure why Blizzard didn't want me to start here, is what I mean to say. Because that other side, the right side, was so much more climactic, like, so much more of a interesting ending. The whole going back to Orgrimmar thing, you know? I will save the AoE spell just for... I'm pretty sure we eventually have to fight more than one mob. Maybe not, though. But yeah, daylight savings time, so that's... It's nice out. It's not... It's the same. It's only 8:30 right now, but normally it'd be 9:30 right now, I guess. Not sitting here in the darkness. Yeah, I guess you only ever fight one mob at a time. Fine by me. But yeah, we not only do we need more experience, but we might also need more rep. I guess we can go back to the Southern Barrens. Do I have my hearth set anywhere? It's the inn at Orgrimmar. Maybe there's slightly more questing here. I don't know. Don't know if the Horde does that quest to go like help the purple guy, but probably not. Still love the numbers though. I'll tell you, that's never gonna get old. This is such a fun character to level. It's just too powerful. I really hope that something's gonna change in the future where leveling challenges might be more difficult again. Cause I think like even naked, like it would have to be naked, one talent only. I think that would be the only way it would actually be difficult. I need to definitely like stand up and not do. Yeah, that's it. And we did not get enough rep. So one way or the other, we need more rep. But yeah, let's just go. We'll quickly go to. We can just actually hearth. Typically, you cannot hearth, and that's because it's part of the rule set. But as a character that has a hearth, you can do that. Just like a mage would be able to use portals, and a druid would be able to use flight form and all that. They were not using all that, but you get it. All right, Southern Barrens it is. I don't know how much time that actually saved by hearthing there, but it's only a 10-minute cooldown, so we'll be back in a bit. But yeah, back to the Southern Barrens. That should give us the rest of the experience and rep we need. Kind of grossly I don't know what you would even say. Like, I messed this up. I'm glad I kept that quest though. These last two levels should be super fast. So the Barrens is really good for EXP per hour. The southern, like the southern half of the Southern Barrens, I feel like. I don't think you can if I did like if I party synced, yeah, I don't think so. If I party synced back into the zone and did these quests again, I would not get rep from them, right? Because that's the only other option. We can maybe kill these rares again. Are they up? No. They're probably just in different spots. When I came through here in the beginning of the playthrough, it was both of the rares were right next to each other, which was kind of funny. These rares are good experience, but they don't really give any actual gear. This guy's actually pretty dangerous when you're higher level. He only has that one thing and that poison, and it scales up like crazy. Oh, I see, and it also makes you do less damage to him. I didn't realize that part. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to level through. Yeah, look at that. It's a fucking green with 0 stats on it. It just has armor. Is it even a lot of armor? No. Very strange. But anyway, we finally got fucking Bloodlust. Now we can take that PvP talent. Shamanism instead of Sky Fury Totem. Now Bloodlust is only a 1-minute cooldown. A little rare here too, I guess. I just love seeing Bloodlust. I don't know, maybe the PvP talent isn't worth it though. It's a nice spell to have, but I guess it's nice because it'll be up like for more regular mobs. Another cloak. But the whole like use it on a rare thing is now way worse. It would like power us through any one target whenever it was up though. So, all right, that's an actual upgrade. Crit verse, higher item level, very good. Well, Swift, yeah, Swift main. But it's now up again for this rare, you know? I just love hearing the sound, honestly. Be cool to have this on a Draenei Shaman, too. I quite like Heroism. Just kill all the rares in the zone again, I guess. Now we're pretty much just needing experience, so yeah, might as well. Because the rep is trivial, like we will get that with one quest pretty much. Oh, that aggro's a rare. That's not good. Just gotta get him away from the other guy, yeah. And there could have been a treasure here. I wasn't here when we came the other day either. Boots. We'll take him. Mail instead of leather. Fine by me. And it could be another rare right here. Rock Lance. The Barrens is like the king of rares. It's really weird. I don't know why there's so many rares in this zone. I think the best PvP talent still ends up being another mail piece, some more transmog. I think the best PvP talent still ends up being the one for that we got at the start. This new one, Burrow. It's really powerful. Treasure there. I've never seen it there, I don't think. Snort the Heckler. We killed that guy twice already. Might as well kill him a third time. He didn't kill that guy once, though. Not sure where these treasures are meant to be. I don't see them being where it says they are. That's just some weird underground area that I don't know about. Or maybe it's somehow phased for Alliance or something. There's no way there's treasure right next to the quest giver, though. That'd be really weird. Maybe that's somehow where it was in Classic. Yeah, listening for all of these is quite cool. I just love the sound, honestly. That's like my favorite part of the spell. It's cool for blood, like I said, for heroism too, though. It sounds like you're like banging on an anvil. I quite like that. I guess that's what the dwarf one sounds like too. I don't really know. I've never played dwarf shaman. I need to do it maybe. There's gonna be a new dwarf shaman though too. So yeah, I guess we'll do a you know, level. So I know that we didn't really get to talk about this, but like, so some things that are pertinent for leveling challenge changes. Like I said, they're making Dragonflight level 10. So we will definitely do some Dragonflight specific leveling challenge stuff. But then most importantly, they're making Evoker also level 10, which is great because I think that would be like the best leveling challenge character out there. I will do a naked leveling challenge on an Evoker for sure. A Devastation Evoker. I also was thinking about doing like Augmentation. I don't think that would be very fun. But yeah, that's that. Put it in the books. It's happening for sure. Maybe there'll eventually be a Drakthir Heritage Armor too. If so, then that'd be really good to do. I didn't even think about that. How does that work? I hope they'll put Pandaren Heritage Armor in though. I'm excited for Monk. I've not done a leveling challenge as a monk ever. Alright, these quests, I don't really enjoy the idea of them, but man, are they fucking efficient.
Speak, friend.
Some of the best questing in the game right here, I feel like.
What brings you here?
Well, didn't we have a quest to come here? Or did I not? Gardul notified. Is that him down there? Okay.
For the Horde! Strength, victory!
It's kind of cool. I wouldn't, you know, it's readable. But oh, I see. We have to do this first.
Speak.
Meet me at the top of the northernmost tower.
Nabu.
He's gonna get killed. Because he's done a bad job. Yeah, really, I feel like if we went to like Outland, we probably would have had a better orc experience. Draenor and I guess maybe some Outland. Do like Nagrand and then go to Wad or something. That would have been the best way to play through this, but didn't end up being as good. Certainly not as good as the Night Elf stuff, that's for sure. Wait, I yield. Yield. Yeah, we don't do that here. Saying Westeros. This is just not needed, though. I don't really feel like this is... I don't know. Just not for me. It's not as bad as the undead shit, at least, but... And there's the rep. Alright, cool. So this is actually how we finish a lot of playthroughs. This has been a very common ending point here, these quests. We'll have one more to do. Probably. We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot there's two more here. I don't think we'll ding from both of these, from all of these, but maybe. Hard to find this briefings guy. I can never figure it out. There it is. Just kind of finds you, I guess. That's that one done. Alright, next up is... we gotta get the mobs out of the sky, which is a lot easier now with this thing. Then we have to kill mobs on the ground too, I believe. Or is that maybe not yet? Stormhammer? What was that even? Just randomly casted some... oh yeah, then you have to cut them up. Yeah, that's right. That's how you do the other quest. So you can actually do 2 birds, 1 stone here. 2 for 1. Not a lot of value to that, but we did get it. Alright. You have to be closer than that, I guess. First mobs are attacking, but it doesn't feel like they're actually helping. Dismembered. See you, bro. Kind of fucked up, man. This is basically this is probably my least favorite quest in the zone, but building like some A-bomb for this undead character. I guess we can technically pull 2 there. That would probably have been a good idea, but they have I don't know if they have a lot of health or we're just suddenly not doing a lot of damage, but feels like it's taking a while for them to die. Right. More. There's one. Good thing about mobs taking a long time to die means we can use our CDs effectively. I really wish those hero talents were available from level 10 though. That would have been awesome. That would have been really cool. Maybe somehow the talent situation will change now though. Probably not. The big thing that I would love to do is a class talent only run. I think that would be better than this. Like, this is fun, but I don't really feel like this is what I want. Oh, now we have to kill other mobs too. This is not really what I wanted. What I'd rather was class talents only. Just like we did no spec. I think that would be perfect. That would be the perfect way to do it. Instead of no spec characters, just talents that only are for the class tree, and it would really, I think it would really feel a lot like the classic days of leveling. Where you would have like no true spec definition, you know what I mean? Like it would be, most of your power for like 30 some levels would be just whatever your class's basic spells were that you would get while leveling up. The talents didn't really help much. Only one, really. Anyway, we need to kill 10 more mobs, so I guess these mobs have a lot less health than those ones. Okay, that's good. So those ones are just anomalies. I was like, man, we really are weak all of a sudden. Oh, another operative. Using that bloodlust and then that was stupid because I don't see bloodlust actually helping that. I always kind of make this weird mistake in my head where bloodlust is a damage buff, but it's not. It's a haste buff. So if you do something that doesn't like have a value with haste, then you get nothing from bloodlust after you use it. Like something like that, where there doesn't seem to be any way that haste would empower that, right? See, the thing about this PvP talent is it's meant to be for like a duo thing, so that could be a fun one for me and Cop to get back to. Duo no spec, or duo like one talent point only naked. That'd be fun. Shaman and something. Probably pick monk, but well, that's it for that quest. Well, no, actually, one more still needed. And we haven't even started the Sultan quest yet. Is that actually going to count? Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Unfortunately, the other mob was about to have the same thing happen to it, but then it ended up winning its battle over there. I think there's actually a bunch of them that are fighting that we could probably do that on. It doesn't really matter because they're much weaker than the other mobs, so it's just normal combat stuff for us now. Oh. An actual BOE. You don't see that a lot. Those are nice. Do we have that transmog? Like, I don't know. Should I, like, hang on to these? I don't think so, though. One way or the other. I like getting transmog, man. It's fun. This is, like, one of my favorite parts about leveling characters is getting the transmog that you get during it. So someday we'll be getting a bunch of cloth and leather because we never really do leather working or leather characters in leveling challenges. Oh, we should have checked for the chest too. I remember getting a blue axe from this chest one time. I don't know if I just didn't see it or if it wasn't up, but yeah, it's usually like right here. Doesn't look like it's up. Oh, I can't fucking wait for them to revamp Quell Lost though, man. That's gonna be so cool. That is the thing I'm most like after everything they announced. Ooh. One-handed mace. Oh, that's so nice. We haven't had a weapon upgrade in a while, even though we got really good ones early. Alright, let's take that one off. That's nice. A late weapon upgrade. That is going to be great for the actual quest, I bet. It's probably somewhat difficult. I don't even know, though. From what I like, couldn't help but read spoilers on it. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of combat. Not sure there's any combat. Alright, go the captain. But anyway, yeah, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is definitely the thing that I liked the most from the announcement was Midnight and Quell of the Lost being revamped. And then Northrend being revamped too. I mean, it sounds like we might have like a full revamp of Northrend based on the scope. Like if that's the third and final thing in that World Soul Saga, you would expect that they'd probably just do a full revamp of Northrend, right? Like, if you think about it, how are we going to level up in Quell of the Lost? Like, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? They can't just do that zone and that's it. It has to be like 4 or 5 zones like always. Is there only 4 zones? That's normal, right? I think it's 4. I don't remember. Alright, there's the ding. Oh, we didn't even do the Sultan quest yet. How long have we been going? Oh, this will be like under an hour. It'll be like an hour and 15 minutes. The last 2 levels are so fucking fast, it's crazy. But that's perfect for me because I got a lot I want to get done today. It's actually nice out too. I want to golf either today or tomorrow. I can't decide. Oh, it's still the harvester too. Today would be better, I think. But I really fucking hate sitting there and staring at the character screen. I really fucking hate it. And the servers aren't supposed to be up till 3 p.m. PST, that is, so. How does this work again? You use it on the things, right? Oh, that's a lot of mobs. They don't have a lot of health, but we don't have a lot of damage, so. Our new weapon helping us out. Hitting hard. It's a hell of an easy quest here, huh? Enormous Kodo heart, too. Now we need to do a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I see. It's... We got lucky that there was 5, I guess? Or was it maybe the area that we fought in? I really did not sleep well, though. I have to say, like, I basically didn't even want to fall asleep. That daylight savings time switch, like, really fucked me up this time. I don't think that's ever really had any impact on oh, the treasure. Ah, it's Talvin's Reaper. I'm pretty sure that was the item. begin with these mobs. Go away. I remember getting a blue axe from it. Oh, I guess it's scripted, so there's exactly 10 that you fight. That's cool. So yeah, Stalben's Reaper. But that, I already have the transmog of. That's probably the item, yeah. But we'll put that on because we're about to ding 50 and it looks like it'd be good. Higher DPS than what we have for sure. Oh, a lot. Wow, that's really good. That's a one-hander? Look at how good the DPS is. 17.9. The one we just got is only 12. But it has no stats on it. Lower attribute by 2. I don't think that's any good, but still probably better than what we have on. Alright, there's 50. That was fucking quick. I told you those last 2 levels fly. Alright, cool. Probably, oh, that's 145 eye level as well. That's a big difference. We'll put that on as our main hand weapon. Alright, that is that. Yeah, it was just about 1 full hour. Probably didn't need to rush through it like we did, but we got the rep we needed, right? Yes, we are exalted with Orgrimmar. So let's Hearth. And that'll be that. Actually, let's do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. In the next episode, we will be starting the Heritage Armor quest line. I am very much looking forward to this one. This is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. Well, the gear especially is the one that I want the most. So it's been an interesting playthrough. We had really no challenge to it, and that's not a problem on my end. Actually, Shaman was a ton of fucking fun. That was the most visually splendorous spec I've ever played, ever done any leveling challenge on. We've done 3 Shaman leveling challenges now in Dragonflight, most on the alpha though. But yeah, this was really good, so stay tuned. One more episode coming today. Later on, we will be back with the Heritage Armor. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.